Good morning, it's Chris here. Out on another little jaunt this morning around the city, have a little walk around. First of all, I'm now standing in front of the place where I finished off my last video, so that's what I'm going to start today. So in front of me we've got Cow Tower, so that's where we finished off our last little walk around Norwich. So we've got to continue to today, or this morning rather, and have a little walk around and see what we can see, and maybe learn a bit of history of the city this morning. So keep watching, and I'll turn the film around, or the video around, and you can have a look at the Cow Tower, and I'll continue on this little walkful way. There's a lot of people around this morning, so we'll see how it goes. So there you have Cow Tower, and like I said, that's where I finished my last video. So we've got to continue our walk to my right and up through the city centre that way. So at the back here you got the Norwich Cathedral. You just hear the chimes there start to ring. Lovely little setting here. Oh, we got a little moorhen just sitting in the middle there. Don't know if you can see him. Just there. It's a nice little pond just in front of Cow Tower here. It's a lovely little spot where people come and sit and have a little think, have a quiet time to themselves, and enjoy the scenery around. So let's continue the walk, shall we? It's a lovely little riverside walk this is, you know. Just have a little easy stroll through. Enjoying the scenery, a little bit woodland. It's lovely. Just hear the birds singing amongst the trees there. Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking very much, but I just like to have a little stroll, have a little think to myself. Like I said, enjoy the scenery. So, and obviously listen to the birds singing. I'm now coming up to the Red Lion pub here. I might stop here and rejoin you at my first location. So here we are on Bishop's Bridge. Now this was a medieval fortified bridge guarding the entrance to the palace of the Bishop of Norwich, dating around from about 1340. Now here's the Red Line I was just been talking about, Bishopgate. Now this had a large gatehouse, and I think I'm pointing the camera in the correct direction. I think the gatehouse is just about where them two roundels are. So like I said, they had a large gatehouse on one end of the bridge, so I think I'm pointing in the right direction here. With four towers. So like I said, guarding the entrance to the city centre and the Bishop's house. Now the gatehouse fell into poor repair and was demolished in 1791. Now parts of that Red Lion pub date back to the 1600s, just parts of it, so later on there's just now these are two of the remaining roundels that has survived from the demolition in 1791. So these are the two original towers that stood up to a decent height. Now this is just one of the original entrances to the city centre at the time. Lovely part of Norwich, isn't it? Now, heading this way, we have the Lollards Pit pub. Now, the Lollards Pit was the execution site for Lollards, and later Marian martyrs who were burned at the stake for their religious beliefs. Now, the name Lollards Pit came from the Lollards, who were followers of John Wycliffe, who were first executed here on this site, or just behind that pub there. So that is Lollards Pit. And just turn around and we continue onwards to our next location. Hope you can hear me. It's a bit windy this morning. Funny old day again. So we'll leave this here and we'll walk to our next location, which is down that little lane anyway there, where them people are now going. So I'll see if I can, let's see if I can continue running the video. If not, I'll cut off if we get any masses of people down here. If not, this is a nice little walkway into the city. It's a lovely rose bush here. Beautiful smell coming from there. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Some fruit trees up there. Maybe some apple trees at the back there. It's beautiful. Now, I'll stop the video here because we're now approaching the school. Just continue my video here because onto my right hand side we have got the school, the Norwich school, so I'm not going to film that on that side for reasons. So I'll point it this way so you can enjoy the view of the river, River Ransom, what runs through the city. Now we're now coming to our next location, so I was rather busy here, so we can, let's see if we can continue our film there. Right, so just behind me is Paul's Ferry, 15th century building, this one. And now this was used when the cathedral was being built, and that was used for bringing cane stones in from the Aire, and obviously then the River Wensum into here to be unloaded for the cathedral to be built. The cathedral was built by monks in the 15th century. Lovely building though, isn't it? So we got some lots of ducks and swans here, food pigeons. There you go, look, some beautiful pigeons. Look at them, look. My gorgeous. I ain't got nothing for you, sorry. Nothing today, no food. No, sorry. Someone probably feed you. Sorry about that. It's only you know. You got like a signet maybe. That's unbelievable that a canal was built from here and up to the cathedral. Like I say, it was all built by monks. Flint and stone brickwork, as you can see. Now what's this? A little plaque here? Let's have a look. There you go. Now I just steady my camera there. So if you want to, pause this little video, have a little read. There's another information board now coming up. Let's have a little look at this. We all love information boards, don't we? Now this is all part of the Wensum River Parkway, Paul's Ferry. So let's just scroll down there. There we have, we're now back to where I started, up the Bishop's Bridge, and there's the red line, and we've got to continue to my left. Have a little walk up here, shall we? Right, so all these buildings have been partially built of the old flint work. I think it's lovely. Yeah, sort of blend in with the area, doesn't it? You know, medieval Norwich. Cathedral at the back there. Nice little building there, look, 1855. That's an old building, isn't it? Huh? Joe, I love these buildings, really nice. Oh, hopefully that is an original to the house, that one, hopefully. You can see that. Can't see any date on that one. A young boy on a bike just then. I have to avoid him for a little while. Just past all these lovely houses here. I think they're all built for Norwich School. I'm not sure of the history behind them. Something that I'll have to look into. But they were lovely buildings. Got some new building work onto my right hand side here, so it's got a bit noisy as I walk past. generic there. Plus there's but Borden. And back to the Flint Wall. Beautiful. Our first real look at the church there, St John, the cathedral there. Yes, we have two in Norwich. Right. Now come up to our next location. St Helen Bishopgate. No. No, I don't know if you can read that, but you got better eyes than me, so just leave this camera here. Someone's having a good old whistle in, but you can pause that and have a little read. Lovely little gateway there. That's some more information boards.
Away games you could get. Yeah. Well, you would combine two of those options.
Well, hopefully I've slowed that down enough efficient for you to read. But as you can see, there's an exceptional set of medieval hospital buildings in continuous use for more than 750 years. Now the Great Hospital was founded in 1249 by Bishop Walter de Suffield. The hospital originally served priests and poor scholars and the sick and hungry when that's first set up. Now these roses are lovely. I think they're called peace roses. I think they are, I'm not too sure. Oh, lovely roses. There you go, look. The Great Highland Hospital, founded 1249. Now over the time, the focus shifted to providing a home for life for the elderly and frail residents of Norwich. And I think you have to be over 60 years old and lived in Norwich for all of that time to enable you to live in here. Small roses. So like I say, if you're over 60, single, and I think I do take partners as well, I'm not too sure, but you'll have to look up online for that one. But I think, like I say, you're over 60 and you're poor, you ain't got a lot of money, you don't own any houses or anything like that, you can put your name down to live in one of these places. And I think there is a bit of waiting list, I'm not too sure. Right, So that's the hospital. And we'll move on to our next location. Let's just have a look at this little private road here. The cathedral is just in front of me. Some lovely flint walls again. And houses. Say blue doors again. So I don't know if they're acquainted to the Norwich school, but I believe so because they're all the same colour. And the blue is what the Norwich school signifies, so to speak. That is their colour. So I think they're all residents of that. Or maybe a bishop, maybe. So like I say, I'm not a historian, I'm just a good old Norwich boy. Taking a little walk around Norwich. Enjoy the scenery. Have a little chat. Nice bit of sculpture here. Oh, that's a nice shot, isn't it? Just gives the nice, isn't it? Right, let's go this way, shall we? So this is the, I don't know what they call it, but the back of the, excuse me, the cathedral here. And have a look. Oh, we've got a little plaque here. What have we got here? Ah. Right. This stone was laid by Thomas William, Earl of Leicester, High Steward, 29th of November 1930. Some original walls of the cathedral there, perhaps. I don't know what that is. Right. Oh, got another stone. Come to that one in a minute. This stone was laid by J. Allen Bell, Vice Dean, in memory of Henry Charles Reaching, I think that's what it is. He's the Dean from 1911 to 1919, 29th November 1930. Right, there's a lovely nice sort of stone here to the memory of the 97 soldiers who died in the massacre on the 27th of May 1940 at Le Paradis, northern France. These soldiers were drawn from the 2nd Battalion, the Royal Norfolk Regiment, 1st Battalion, the Royal Scots, and other British Expeditionary Force units. And if you don't know about these soldiers in France, these are all there to defend Dunkirk at the time. They remained there to give the soldiers a fighting chance to get off the beaches of Dunkirk. Now these soldiers took refuge near this barn and they fought to them more or less to the last bullet. And I say they nearly all killed, bar one or two I believe, who took refuge on the dead bodies in order to survive. I say, look it up, give it a read. So it's an interesting story. Right, we have another little memorial stone here. Now this is Edith Cavell's grave, 1865 to 1915. What have we got on the floor here? In the light of God and eternity, I have realised that patriotism is not enough. I must have no hatred or bitterness towards anyone. No, it's a lovely sentiment, isn't it? There's a door up in there. Whoa. I mustn't door on the doors. The back way to somewhere. Lovely cathedral, isn't it? No, it's a wing. Now up there are the Norwich peregrines. No, but yeah, they're just about there. Norwich peregrines. Now they've laid 4 eggs. Now only from the 4, 2 hatched and have survived and doing very, very well. They're doing very, very well. And hopefully they will grow up into nice adult peregrines for carrying on the future of the peregrines here in Norwich. That's nice, isn't it? On a beautiful day like this, come here, have a little round, a bit of solitude. Now we are going to have a little look past these little doors here which are open and have a quick look at the cloisters. Just a quick look because I'm not going in today. It's beautiful now, isn't it? I mean, I could walk around the cloisters, just have a take a little walk. Look at all the bosses up there. Oh, lovely. It's a little walk around, shall we? Now we're here. Come on, let's give it a go, shall we? One of the places looking down, saying, "Ooh, what are you doing here?" They're just everywhere. I want to use the cross there. Green man. What grave markers here? What's that, St. George up there? St. George. Where's the dragon? Whoa, is that the dragon there? Whoa, no, that's an eagle. Lovely and quiet here, isn't it? So I might be whispering a little bit, but there's a lot of coats of arms on the wall here. Yeah, take a second in each one, and you may be able to Google who they are. Like I said, I'm not a historian. Nice now, aren't they? Beautiful. Come in and discover. Maybe one day I'll have to have a little look. Give you all a view of inside. No paintings on the side, I'm afraid. A few more bosses on the ceiling. how many there is, I don't know, there's quite a lot in here. Not counted them. 1839, 1808. Ooh, what's that there? Just there. What's this? Alright, the light isn't very good here. No. Just leave it there, you can have a look for yourselves. Pause the video. Ooh, and down we go. Now the cathedral's got a lovely little refectory cafe here. If you're in the area, go in, have a look. Ooh, didn't notice this. North Division, Royal Engineers. Nice little shot there. Just had to break off there for a minute. A group of people wanted their photograph taken, so I just took a group photo of them. Right, we're now leaving the cloisters and out into the entrance zone I came in from. And out. Edith Cavell's grave is just over there. And we'll walk this way. And providing we've got not many people there, we'll say hello to a little friend. The Hawk and Owl Trust on in their little hut today. They normally set up there so you can have a look at the Norwich peregrines through their binoculars and telescopes, or whatever you want to call them now, up there. Right, just cut this way to my right, because here we've got remains of a Masonic Masonic building or Masonic infirmary. Sorry, monastic infirmary. My English is not very good, is it? But there remains of the monastic building or infirmary. The food remains there. Not much left on me, I'm afraid. But nice though. Imagine that's quite big, and I would have thought I would have took in most of that building as well. Right, we just walk through this little gateway here and see if there's anyone around. I'll poke my head out first just to make sure no one's around. Do not be filming anyone, but I really do. Nope, he's free. And here he is. Hello, Paddington. How you doing this morning? Everything alright? Marmalade sandwiches okay? Beautiful. Nice. You enjoy, mate. Nice little green area here. People can sit down. So you got Wellington there. Yes, there's lots of Wellingtons in the city. Or in the country, really. It's lovely, isn't it? Really turned out nice today. The sculpture there. Don't ask me who it is. Piece of modern art. Norwich Cathedral. Like I said, we have two in Norwich. This is Norwich Cathedral, and we also have St John's on the other side of the city. And in front we have here, and there it is, the great Horatio Nelson. Sorry about the sun. It's not in the perfect direct pointing right in the face of the sun here. Hello, Horatio. Good on ya. Some lovely roses there. Right. Just enjoy that lovely view. And we'll walk Horatio to my right. And we'll leave that there and we'll walk for our next destination. We'll see you on the other side. One of the gateway entrances into the cathedral there. Ding ding. Round one. A statue to Edith Cavell, nurse, patriot and martyr. Now this has been moved one or two times. Now this is not the original position of this. If I get a shot, yeah, there's another little information board there. We all love the information board that we nearly tripped over there. Right, just pause that for a second and you have a little read. Now this statue was in the middle of there, just in the middle where that van is now. So I moved it from there to here. Right. Now let's continue on the other side of this road here. Right, let's just turn around and we'll go up this little alleyway behind me. The old Samson Hercules. A couple of little plaques there. Now this is the back way to St George's Tombland. Now to my right is a lovely building. It's slightly slanting to one side, but it's a lovely building. Now, the story is that these two walls were plague pits. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that is what I've been told by some historians. And that building there lived a family. Now, the family got the plague and the local authorities found out. So basically what they did was boarded up the front door and put a red cross on the door saying, beware, this family has got the plague, do not enter at all costs. So they were basically locked in, and the parents both died of the plague and left this young girl all by herself to fend with herself. And obviously no food was provided for her or water, so what did she do? She ate the parents, or parts of them anyhow. So that's the story goes. But that is a very haunted building. This is St George, Tombland. So we've got two St Georges here. In Norwich is one of them. There's a lot of information there, but just look it up on the just Google St George's Tombland and you'll find all the information you want to read on it on there. Now, like I said, this has got to be my last location this morning, and from there we shall wander home. But a lot of information about St George Tombland. Another Grade 1 listed building, medieval church from the 15th century. Now, legacies were left behind for, or were left for this building to be built in the 15th century. Now, who can we see on there, I wonder? Now, that is Snap, the Norwich medieval dragon. He's got to be in action soon on Sunday, I do believe, here in Norwich. So he's sort of like deeply entwined with the Lord Mayor of Norwich nowadays, and the previous Lord Mayors, all dating back to the 1500s. With St George's Guild, which was founded in 1385, and the guild is still going. It's called Guild of the Guild Snap, Dickfall and Whifflers, and they are, like I say, deeply entwined with the Norwich mayors nowadays. But there's a lovely, nice church. So if you can get in here, I think they're open Wednesdays and Thursdays, I believe. But you can get in there and have a look, and you see where Snap is. He is hanging above the galley where they serve a cup of tea for the local congregation on a Sunday. But he sits there and he's looking at the Reverend who was given his sermon. And he's looking at them saying, come on, get on with it. The people want their cup of tea. So there you go, there's a little bit of history there. So if you can get into there, have a look, say hello to Snap. If not, it's like I say, he's got to be in action on Sunday in front of the City Hall around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's if you're in Norwich this weekend. So if you enjoyed this little video, put your thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to. The option's there. Have a little comment, see what you think, and you can have a little, leave a little comment for you, or for me rather. Sorry. And like I say, we'll catch you again. Another walk somewhere in Norwich. But if there's somewhere you'd like to see, give me a little comment and we can see what we can do. But in the meantime, see ya.